back to Across Louisiana. You know, here on Across Louisiana, we pride ourselves in telling you, the Baton Rouge community, what's up. Well, today we're literally telling you what's up. It's the Up Alliance, and here to give us the scoop on that and more is Debbie O'Connor. Welcome to the show, Debbie.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to talk about it.
For the folks out there who aren't familiar with Up Alliance and the great works that you're doing here in the community, tell them a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, interestingly, we haven't always been Up Alliance. We
That's right.
started back in 2005 as the Greater Baton Rouge Literacy Coalition.
Right.
We were initially formed as a project of the Rotary Club, and they involved the mayor's office and the Baton Rouge Area Chamber. The group had just gotten together and realized that here locally and really throughout Louisiana, the country even, that there is a literacy crisis for adults.
Without question.
Right, and we focus solely on grown-ups. Of course, we recognize that there are education problems with younger people as well, but we've just really recognized that the literacy level or education attainment of adults is really key to so many issues that we have here in our community.
Obviously, a lot of folks might not be aware of what a huge impact that has right here in Baton Rouge, but I mean, tell me a little bit about why addressing that problem is so important to all of us.
Right. Well, in Louisiana, we know that we have about 600,000 adults without a high school credential. And so when you think of that number in terms of how many people are limited, in terms of what employment opportunities they have, and then you think even deeper about how that might impact how they can parent their own children. And then you take it even deeper and you realize, how that might play into health outcomes or even, crime activity and things like that throughout our community. You can soon start to see that by impacting adult literacy and education, that we can really have a big impact in a big way.
I mean, that's something that really will directly change, impact, and better someone's life.
Right, and we're seeing it every day. We really are. When we started, the thought was that, there are several organizations in the community doing great work. If we can build their capacity and have more services available throughout the community, we can really move the needle. What we've done in more recent years is recognize that what we really need to do is kind of tighten up the services and make sure that there's a true continuum of services so that we can meet people where they are. Often when a grown-up, an adult comes to us and they say they need, it used to be the GED, it's now the HiSET exam in Louisiana. When we dig deeper, we realize that there are all sorts of things that might mean. Someone might come to us and when we do some preliminary testing, it might mean that they're operating on like a 4th or 5th grade level. And so, the goals that student might have for themselves or what we see as realistic for them might look a lot different than it might for someone who is maybe they finished quite a bit of high school, but they didn't get the credential and they're just handicapped in terms of being able to continue on to post-secondary education. And so we just want to be able to serve people from where they are. And that's interestingly where the name Up Alliance came from, is that when we started looking at the name Greater Baton Rouge Literacy Coalition, we had a lot of feedback that we really do more than just literacy. We're all about moving people up from wherever they are. If it's that most basic literacy level or if it's at the higher level, we just want to make people have better lives.
Well, I know you've partnered with the library to do just that. Tell me a little bit about that.
We have. The library does this One Book, One Community initiative. I think it's been going on for several years, and all it is really having the shared community experience around a book. This year it is A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole.
One of my favorites.
It's a great book. It's a great book. And there's going to be a kickoff event February 28th. It's going to be like a New Orleans street festival theme. It's going to be a lot of fun. We get excited about it because as Up Alliance, we're really focused on education and getting services delivered. But really what we're about is people valuing education and literacy, and this event's a great way to do that.
I know they're going to want to take part in it. Really quickly tell the folks where they could go to find out more.
Oh, definitely our website. It's theupalliance.org. Great information about literacy here in the community and about all of our programs.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for coming on and tell us all about it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
When we come back on Across Louisiana, we'll talk Midtown Men. Don't miss it.